Good evening, my friends. We are back, and we are alone. Thank you so much once again to Guy for joining us on the last run out during Chapter 3. As you will have seen if you watched all the way to the end, we... Actually, I probably have a few... Do I have more bodies to clear? Maybe. Or maybe just some loot to take off the table. That works too. Ooh, some nice stuff. As you will have seen, if you watched all the way through last time, we had a child emergency come up and I had to abandon Halvar's saga on short notice. And we were probably coming to an end of the chapter anyway. Oh, geez, a chest too. I'm glad I went back here. Finn's loot? My goodness, we've got some good stuff. Necklace of Minor Lockpicking. Let's equip that bad boy. Let's go. Alright, very cool. So, gotta give Lydia a couple things so we can run.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Follow me.
Lead the way.
My goodness.
I'm
trying
right
to talk
you.
while doing too much here to start off the video.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
That is correct, my good woman. Alright, this is enough for now. We need to head back and sell. So yeah, we had a child emergency, and don't worry, everything is just fine. But it was a little bit alarming, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a minute since I had this type of alarm come up with the kids, but basically one of my daughters said that she swallowed a marker, and she was pretty convincing about it, and we weren't sure. You know, swallowing a marker in its entirety is quite unlikely, but, you know, we thought it could have been a cap or something, and, you know, we took appropriate action. Turns out she just kind of, like, ate part of a dandelion flower, which is harmless, and, you know, really didn't like the taste. Got worried about it, was a little bit confused, and, you know, when you have toddlers, these things will happen, so no harm, no foul, right? But we're back at it, and, it's a solo mission today. No Gia Catloin to co-pilot with us, but thanks once again to him, thanks to everybody else who's watched thus far our glorious adventure. Let's zoom out to the world map here, and I think I would like to... Should we fast travel to Windhelm? I actually don't think we will, because it's a pretty short gap that we need to cover here, and we'll probably discover some interesting things along the way. Such as this. Looks like we could be discovering something momentous right away. But what is it? A dwarven storeroom. Okay. I don't know that I've ever seen one of these just lying around out in the wild. And that makes sense, because it doesn't look like it's necessarily a self-contained storeroom at all. It looks like it might be an entrance to one of these Dwemer dungeons. Or maybe it's just a locked door and cage, we'll find out. We've got that necklace of minor lockpicking now, making our lives that little bit easier. Some pretty good value from these ingots. I should have just probably given Lydia more in the first place. Let's do that now.
How can I serve you, my Thane?
We'll let Lydia carry all these heavy valuables. Seems good. I mean, that we could probably just drop, but whatever.
You lead, I'll follow.
You got yourself a deal. Wow. And identify the crystal shard. Dwarven battle axe of diminishing. We've got a lot of good items to disenchant. We've found a couple quests impromptu just out and about. We don't need to unlock that gate. We could do it for lockpicking purposes, but let's just head out. It's kind of funny. You can just take that way around. If you're impatient and you try to unlock the first gate you see, it will cost you time in the long run. You gotta be smarter than the Dwemer. No easy feat. Speaking of which, we've got another structure here. Maybe this is an entrance to one of their big labyrinthine underworld former hubs of whatever. I guess it'd be down here. Not trying to go too far out of the way. And maybe not. Okay, maybe it's just kind of a little bit of architecture they did, contributing their share to the infrastructure of Skyrim. Okay. It's kind of a misty, grayish day. Not unlike the one outside where I'm at myself. Wherever you guys are, I hope you're having fun. I think last chapter was definitely a significant one in Halvar's development, because we made the very impactful decision to kill Grelad's assistant Constance, right? And that proved to be, I think, an important thing as far as Halvar is concerned. His development as a man and as an agent in this messed up world. We're seeing a fight between a bear and a wizard of some kind. A saber cat. Forgive me. And the saber cat won, but then we entered the fray and we won. Now what's back here? May I ask, dare we look? A little ramshackle altar, I suppose, but also the entrance to a cave. Crag Wallow Slope? Let's check it out. I'm in for it. I'm here for it.
Huh?
We've got to charge up our weapon. I wonder if we have the ability to do so. Yeah, we do.
Huh? I knew it! Like... Oh.
Whoops. That's my bad. I saw that and attacked, but that was actually Lydia's familiar. Not anymore, it's not, I suppose. I see these familiars, you know, start getting a little twitchy, what can I say? Lydia rocking that ghost blade. Very stylish. Very effective, too. Compared especially with whatever generic weapon she had before. Wow, we got company. See 5 red dots or so? That's a lot with magic wielders involved. Okay, at least some of them are familiars.
that the best you can do? Enough! I'll kill you if I have to.
Okay, these things do a lot of damage. I need to get out of here for a second. Ooh. Wonder if there's any room to use a scroll here. Maybe not quite the time or place. What happened to Lydia? She's down, I think. And so are we. Ooh. Too many conjurers all at once. Yeah, Lydia went down a little bit too soon for our own good there. We'll need to proceed.
I knew it.
I mean, we worked with a little caution there, but apparently not enough, right? Really frustrating for this familiar to be in our way right now. Really? Okay, I was gonna say, I might have to hack you down again. This time I know exactly what I'm doing. But thankfully it's not come to that.
Boost! Over here!
Alright, familiar, I want you to kind of draw them out, tank a little damage, but it's just gonna run forward and get slaughtered. I see, I see. Oh no. Oh, it's their familiar. Very confusing. Oh, there's so many.
Boost!
What? You think you stand a chance? Oh, see. Prepared to dump.
Boost!
Lydia, let me through.
I'll kill you if I...
Gotta watch out for that immolation ability when they die. Alright, we killed about half of them. I think I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Regen. Or will we? Maybe we need to heal up a bit.
Boost!
The foos into the one-shot. That's very helpful under these circumstances, have to say. Yikes. Man, this is a tough cavern to kind of navigate in. Especially as this type of character. Feeling pretty out-leveled.
Boost!
Alright, I think that's the last of them, or at least the last of the batch that did us in the first time, right? Brutal cave to encounter, but again, when you stray off the beaten path this far, this early, lots of frightening foes to be found. Hopefully there's ample reward here at the end of it. You know, if we had Guy's words of encouragement there, I don't think we'd have died the first time, but gotta make it in this world on your own sometimes. Just for the memes, I think we're gonna chow down on a little horker meat. I bet that'd be pretty good, if you don't mind fatty meat, which neither myself nor Halvar does. We haven't slept since we started this saga, which is kind of funny. No need to start now, right? Pretty spooky here. Why is the lavender red? Because we'd steal it while everything else is freely lootable. Somebody who really cares about that lavender. Oh. Here's the jackpot.
I'm right behind you.
Alright, Lydia.
I am at your command.
Let's have some of those magic weapons back. And we're gonna disenchant the lot
Lead
of them.
on.
In the future, when it makes sense, like when we've stopped at a town or something to close out the video, I'll maybe do some disenchanting, buying, selling, etc. off camera, just because it's not as interesting for you to see. Just gotta be a little more health heavy than I think we'd otherwise be. Given the course we've kind of charted early in the game. Is it worth putting points into speech? I really don't know. I'm not confident that Halvar would really be benefiting from that either. Oh, this one can't be leveled anymore. Well, we look like we're supposed to put it into some kind of non-combat. So I'm just going to start building up enchanting a little bit. I think that'll be a fun late-game trait to have quite a lot of points into. And as always, we have to exercise discipline. And delay gratification, looking to win that late game. I had a sense of foreboding upon entering this chamber that, you know, there'd be enemies waiting up above, that maybe once we went into that central circle with the candles in the chest, that would be the cue for some big boss to come out, but it is eerily quiet. And we are just getting,
I've got your back.
like, way more in the way of powerful and valuable items
How can I serve you?
than I personally have probably ever manage to early game. So that's cool. Okay, the Dwarven Battle Axe of Diminishing is actually far stronger than the Axe of Whiterun. I don't know exactly when I got this. I think mentally I just kind of skimmed over it, if so, my bad. But let's go real quick. Disenchant the Axe of Whiterun, with all due respect to the Jarl. And now we should be really smashing people, and we've got a new Dwarven weapon, which is pretty cool. We'll see how she feels when we're hewing through the enemy ranks, but I'm sure it'll feel just fine. You know, I set out with the idea of specializing in sword, two-handed swords, right? But we've had some pretty good luck with these axes early on. Worth noting, will Halvar form an irreconcilable bond with battle axes? I don't know. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, that felt pretty good. We've cleared Crag Wallow Slope, or whatever it's called. So that's cool. Feels a little bad to die this early in a new chapter, but them's the breaks. We'll have a big quality of life improvement once we're able to, you know, obviously continue sinking points into health, but to really get some high quality armor. Stuff with magic resistance and big stat boosts and all the rest. Because, like, I think our character right now will even mess, I think I aggroed that familiar by accidentally hitting it. Anyway, I should maybe take that staff away from Lydia. I think I'd rather have her using the Ghost Blade than making a familiar. Could be useful sometime, I suppose. Anyway, I think we'd mess up a lot of even bosses beyond our level hand-to-hand, right? But right now we're kind of unpleasantly vulnerable to the foul witchcraft and necromancy that haunts this beautiful land. But let us take a moment, my friends, to reflect upon how far we have come. This is a cool shot with Lydia right there, with an elk in the background. Little snowfall. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. You love to see it. Back on the road we go. The Horker meat has digested. Let's go. Well, it's unclear what the best way through these mountains is. But we've kind of got to go north. I wonder... Yeah, I'm going to assume this is a pathway. I think if we're not sure, we should try to stay high. You can always go low. It can be hard to get back up if you're already too low without having to go around mountains, you know what I mean? Halvar's a true mountaineer. Feels quite at home on these high peaks here. That appears to be Windhelm in all of its frozen, understated glory. What have we here? Some manner of encampment in the highlands just outside the city. I see a troll in the background, too. Whoa, hunters going after the troll? I'll give you a hand. Wow. Retreat. Alright, we did our part. Ah, it's still coming after us. Run.
Come on.
Yes. Go attack the familiar.
Guess it's all clear now.
I don't think we're going to loot that troll. I think we'll respect the hunter's profession and their kill.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
There's enough for all of us if you aren't greedy.
Some rationalizations going on.
Huh?
That makes some fair points, I suppose.
Need something?
Alright, hunters. Farewell. Talos guide you. You see what I mean about it being so much more pleasant to be outside than in a cavern? The caverns are where some sweet loot is, obviously. But I want to spend like 1/10 of my time in those enclosed areas underground, and 9/10 of it here. In the magnificent open world. I don't know that I've ever really been around the side of Windhelm like this. Maybe we'll just go for a quick ice bath here. See if anything cool is going around these ships. Daily reminder that cold showers are good for you. I think your lymphatic system is what benefits from that. And it doesn't have to be pure cold, it can be an alternating hot-cold. I think I remember writing a little bit of a treatise on the Discord for magic, for my magic content about this back a long time ago. Okay, I'm just swimming aimlessly at this point. You can usually get up on the docks, but apparently not. There's a door. You can access it from the city. Alright.
What's the hurry?
Well, Lydia, I'm freezing. That's what the hurry is. You know, Lydia does have a little bit of an entitlement complex. You got a little bit of an attitude, right? She's loyal. She's hardy. She's a good woman. She's a good fighter. But, you know, she does kind of complain, doesn't she? What's the hurry? Well, how long you got? Is there really, like, nothing cool around the side of Windhelm and also no easy way to get in? Okay. It's kind of dumb, but I'm just going to fast travel here rather than walk around. I don't think we're going to see anything more.
Heard they're reforming the Dawnguard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near
I've
Riften.
been looking for you.
Ooh.
Got something I'm
Joining
supposed to
up
deliver.
myself.
Your hands only.
Good intel from the guard.
Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
And
Looks
a
like
letter
that's
from
it.
the Jarl.
Got to go.
Staying out of trouble, kid. Sven.
Well, you could say that. Helm off when we're in friendly territory. Letter from Jarl Sidgair of Falkrea. Halvar, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sidgair, and I have the honor to be the Jarl of the proud and ancient city of Falkrea. The fame of your exploits across Skyrim has brought you to my attention. If you are interested in becoming a Thane of Falkrea Hold, I invite you to speak to me the next time you are in Falkrea. Aside from the honor that accrues to the title, my Thanes are entitled to a personal housecarl. I can also tell you privately that a choice parcel of land in Falkrea would be available for your purchase, should your services prove useful to me. I look forward to meeting you in person. I remain Jarl Sidgair of Falkrea. Well, we have many suitors, and such little time, and such loyalty.
Dalius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle.
Toward the
Empire
Stormcloak
still underestimates
cause.
the force of our cause. We will be there.
Alright. Nothing new from Ulfric, which is, I guess, not that surprising. They're still waiting on us to go kill that Ice Wraith, but we've got
Eyes
to.
open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
We've got to sell our goods here.
I own Holyfrost.
Hey, met your son the other day. Out of my way.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives. You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
Yes.
Is that so? You ought to join the Stormcloaks, if you haven't already. Seems to me they're a bunch of narrow-minded bigots. Just like you.
Just like
Meantime,
you.
You best steer clear of me.
Wow. Talk about narrow-minded. How about you judging me after asking me a single question? My goodness. Is there no decency? Alright, down here. Is where we need to head in order to find
Trouble?
some vendors, but this time of night I don't know who will be out and about.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
Alright, at least we have one shop open. Might have to actually just wait out the night.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can
Oh boy.
just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Oh, if there was a tonic that could help me. I'm so close to the answer. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the White Phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it.
I can get it for you.
Do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here.
What is the White Phial?
A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container, made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry.
That's fair enough, Nurelian.
Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the phial, you fool!
Oh. Ooh. You know, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. I don't know if you've been told this. You can forge numbers in a business ledger in this man's office, which is fascinating. You know, the quest is great and all, but I'd really
May the eight
like
guide
to...
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
Do you people
I'd better
like
get
not
going.
sell anything? Is it because it's after hours? I like to talk about the quest, but I'd
Need
also
of
like to
tonics or
sell.
potions? Come see me at my shop.
Alright. That's what I tried to do, but I guess we've got to get the quest done first, or maybe wait for it to be day. Anyway, speaking of waiting, let's do that. Alright, it's time to play the waiting game. Just stand in a hypnotic trance in the middle of this deserted market all night. If we were really LARPing, we would have found a nice warm bed, but I want to be a little more focused at the moment than we have been thus far. Here's the blacksmith I'm looking for.
This should be good.
Help!
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim.
Whoa, what's going on? There's fighting. Hold up.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
You're nothing.
You won't get the best of me!
Durak? What is going on? An orc.
Mercy. That's it? That's all you got? No more. I yield. I yield.
You there. The Dawnguard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace.
What?
What do you say?
I haven't noticed any vampire menace. We have not yet.
You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price. The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawnguard. Real, serious vampire hunters.
Where do I sign up?
Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawnguard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawnguard material.
Alright, fair enough, but you know, I've done the Dawnguard quest in the past. I don't remember somebody seeking me out like this, which is totally fair. And I also have no idea how he drew the ire of the Windhelm guards.
Report to Isran at Fort Dawnguard, and get moving.
And so we basically attacked him down to submission. And then everybody ceased hostilities. Very strange, very glitchy Skyrim moment.
Take a look.
Where were we?
Whether it's armor you
Working
need
in
or a new
Windhelm is
blade.
great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
Sounds like you really admire the
Every
High
merchant should
King.
admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
A true Nord woman, if ever I've seen one.
Need something?
Hermir's become a decent smith. Like to think I had a hand in that.
I'd travel. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
A bit of this and a bit of that. 23 Black Mage's robes. Alright.
Thank you for your custom.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.
Captain Lonelygale. It's always a pleasure.
Their nickname is Suicide. That's, very unsubtle. Also might not be grammatically sound. But,
keep your distance.
Hold on. Never mind that. What happened
Another
here?
girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
Another.
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl, killed at night, body torn up.
Sounds like the guards aren't doing their job.
There's a war going on, if you hadn't heard. We barely have enough soldiers to walk the streets, much less patrol every corner. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Blood on the ice. Yeah, I think we'll kick this quest off a little bit. That way, as we're in and out of Windhelm, maybe it can develop and kind of unfurl naturally.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Did you see anything?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Another one. Terrible. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Susanna the Wicked.
How can I help a brother North?
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
We shan't loot the corpse, but I just wanted to see if there were any clues there.
Trouble? Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again. Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to Yorleif, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
I ask only for a little charity.
My job's simple enough. The dead don't really complain much.
Watch the skies, traveler. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
There it is. There's the meme. Alright. Where exactly is your life? Is that up in the Palace of the Kings? Yeah. I guess we could touch in with Aventus Arentino as well. Alright, let's make a couple visits here in Windhelm.
Assorted fruits and vegetables, all delicious and affordable.
Fruits and
I
vegetables.
lost my twin sister a while back. Have you
Yes?
ever lost anyone close?
See for yourself. Good day to you.
Gotta turn off some of these quests. Now we've got a little clarity here. Without having to tab over to the map every few seconds. Looking for Aventus's home first. I think it's, yeah, here it is. This is long overdue to give this boy a little bit of closure and peace. Ooh, this is a cool shot. Look at that shadow cast. How do we shoot it? How do we take the pic? Probably just like that. You know, we've got to document our endeavors here, my friends. All right.
Well, Grohad the Kind. Is she, you know?
Yep.
Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
Arantino family heirloom. Nice. It's a very nice dish, Aventus.
When I grow up, I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children just like you.
I mean, yeah, you put it that way. We've got a lot to unpack there. Let's just put it that way. I wish I could just allow this kid to keep the heirloom. 100 gold is just in a day's work for Halvar, but it could go a long way for him. But you know, hey, he's how old and he's inherited a house. I guess he's doing better than most millennials, right? So whatever. Can we get to the palace this way? Oh, yes, we can. Discovering all the back roads and shortcuts in Windhelm.
Been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken.
Ooh, I think we've got the slightest smirk being suppressed by Halvar right now.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
I've heard about these murders.
Are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Examine the crime scene. Okay. I guess we can do that. Again, I want to get this quest to a point where, like, things can naturally, organically happen to us as we go through the, you know, motions, kind of starting off the Stormcloak questline, going in and out of Windhelm, but we'll do a little investigating.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at
Okay,
any
you can't
time.
click this.
You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sadri's used wares. Talk to the elf. All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
The Hall of the Dead. The way is shut. It was made by the dead, and the dead keep it.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you.
Okay.
Oh yes, right, of course. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
Let me know if you find
I
anything
wouldn't hold
else.
out too much hope. Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave. Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
I imagine that woman just repeating that to herself many times over as she goes about her grim daily life. A sobering thought.
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that.
Family warhammer stolen. Alright, well, we talked.
All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she
Yes.
knows anything, it's dead bodies.
We already did that, now what? Examine the
Helgud's
crime
taken the
scene.
body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial.
Probably supposed to
She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies. The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
ask around, maybe. Folk are talking about murders.
Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe.
Well said, Captain Lonely Gale.
Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's parting.
Well, I don't really see anything obvious to do here. You mentioned a trail of blood, but I don't see that
How
we
can
can
I help
follow
my brother
it.
Nord?
And thus, I'm just gonna move on. Maybe something will happen of its own accord as time passes or as we encounter a different person. Okay, completed, examine the crime scene. Get access to Skyrim. Interesting. Okay, I guess just running in this direction is how you advance. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know if we need to go any further with this quest at the moment. Let's go kill the Ice Wraith. The Emperor is protected by a special security force, the something, Pentaculus Oculus, or something like that. It sounds a little too goofy when I say it out loud. I probably added a syllable. Or maybe that's what it is. See, Skyrim does have clear sunny days, contrary to popular belief. Especially with the moon out. Oh, we've got ice wolves terrorizing somebody. You're trying to surrender to an ice wolf, whoever that was. Not a winning strategy. So we are striking out into the far north for this ice wraith, it looks like on the map, and as I recall from previous playing. Barrow. I don't think we're gonna explore a barrow right now, but having it marked on the map, we'll take that. Ooh, look at that nature red in tooth and claw moment. An ice wolf taking down a snow fox. And apparently it took down a horker, too. There's one mean ice wolf. She'll not have us for dinner. Got the horker. Easy. GG easy. Lydia's gonna start a little beef with that ice wolf. We've got a shipwreck here, my friends. Wreck of the Winter War occupied by some bandits. We'll disable these trips.
Pick a bad time to get lost.
Oh, that, wow, that Foos knocked the bandit right off the deck. The other bandit getting one shot. This is more like the type of foes that we've got. Ooh, there's a chief, though, so let's not be too hasty.
Count out your coin.
Yeah, bandit chiefs can be very difficult, as you can see. We went a little hastily into that, not gonna lie. Beat a tactical withdrawal here. Some kind of flaming weapon that's really putting a hurting on us. We got wrecked quite badly by the fire mages as well. Like I said, a little fire resistance in our gear would go a long way. Steel Mace of Scorching, yeah, there it is. That bandit falls off the ship for a second time this fight. Not sure if Lydia killed him or not. Like all good pirates, they have a stacked chest. Alright, we've got some magic boots. Pretty hype. They're even steel. That's incredible. It's just more frost resistance. It would have been almost too good to be true had they been fire resists, right? Lydia, this way. That's pretty rough to see, just an innocent fisherwoman. Locked in a cage, left to die. Wrong place, wrong time. Alright. And just like that, Skyrim's northerly reaches have clouded right back up. But that was a worthy detour. Whoa, look at that. Is that Winterhold in the distance? Pretty epic if so. Big if true. Whoa, look at all those enemies. Oh, are these like aggro fish or something? Yeah, slaughter fish. Okay. I don't really know how to fight slaughter fish with Halvar. He's outmatched. Gotta just run. Maybe I could shout them to pieces with a million shouts. I'll read a fisherman's journal. I can't believe that I let Skegger talk me into this again. If he just wanted to get drunk and swap stories, we could have done that in front of a nice fire back in Vindhelm instead of on this godforsaken mudflat. But the fish are biting, Oddvald. The catch will more than pay for the trip. Yeah, right, if we don't get iced in first. His boat's already taking on water. I guess we'll try again tomorrow. If we don't catch something, then I'm heading home with or without him. A nice meal, some fish and potatoes, some ale, some wolves to come eat it, try to eat us. Horkers hit pretty hard. It's gonna take me an uncomfortably long time to remember to put the helm back on a lot of the time here. Halvar just loves this Horker meat. That'll keep you going for a while. So yeah, I've been super busy lately, guys, and I keep meaning to look for updates on Anniversary Edition to see what we might be getting into with that. Have not managed to remember to do so in my free time. Alright, I think we might be getting... yeah, we're getting close. Kill the Ice Wraith. This is quite the trial for a prospective Stormcloak. You know, would an average, even battle-hardened warrior survive what we've seen so far? You know, between the elements and the wolves and the bandits? I'm really not sure. I guess it's been pretty easy for us in the grand scheme of our life thus far, though. It's no Felglow Keep or Ansilvund, after all. Now, Galmar told us to drink a potion of Resist Cold, or whatever it is, before we take on this Ice Wraith. So, for thematic purposes... let's do that. Maybe it was Ice Wraithbane? Or Elixir of Resist Cold. I don't know, let's use both. They're both on point thematically. I've never really used poisons much in previous playthroughs, but... oh boy. Ice Wraith just got messed up. We've discovered the Serpent Stone. I don't know what it does. Obviously, I've played through the Stormcloak quest before, so I know I've been here. Don't remember what it does. Doubt we want it. Doubt we want anything compared to the Warrior Stone for this character. I think, yeah, there it is. Let's go check out this shipwreck that's nearby. If we can get down this cliff without falling to our doom. And then probably fast travel back. We could also keep going and discover what's on that coastline that I think is Winterhold. We'll see what the shipwreck yields, I guess, and take it from there. Look at these seagulls up in the sky. It's the little things like that that make this game pretty cool. More bandits. Always gotta go take the archer out first. Classic tactical decision. The archers die quicker and also potentially do more damage to you. Don't be so sure, Bandit Chief. You've been bested. Despite your claims to the contrary, you have been bested. You don't even have a magic weapon to loot. I can see why you've been hiding out here rather than trying to consolidate all the local bandits under your rule. I think you would have gotten wrecked by the woman controlling the wreck of the Winter War. Lindren Tavani's journal. Sure, let's have a look. For some reason, I don't feel like reading this one out loud. I'm just gonna skim it. So falls House Tavani. Alright, so it seems like we found the story of a character who was the sole heir of a once proud house that has fallen to ruin at the hands of the Argonian lizardmen. And that's about all I got. So, presumably this will become relevant later. Wreck of the Pride of Telvos. And yeah, that is indeed Winterhold. But for now, return to Galmar. After we talk to Galmar, I might poke around Windhelm a little bit more, see if anything else with the Blood on the Ice quest materializes, maybe find a couple different merchants.
Heard they're reforming the Dawnguard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creepy fella, black robe, couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Creepy fellow in a black robe. Couldn't see his face. Paid lots of money. Brah. Mysterious note. We know with a bloody handprint. With this background music too, I just got the chills. I just got a shiver up my spine.
Tell me again why we're wasting time and dwindling resources chasing a legend.
Oop,
we don't
we're
even know it
overhearing
exists.
the High King's
The Jarls
Council.
are upset. They don't all support you.
Damn the Jarls.
They demand the moot.
And damn the moot. We should risk
Damn
letting
the
those milk
moot.
drinkers put Tori's women on the throne. She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason.
I wish conversation would go on while I took the helm off.
Then the crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of
Halvar
our
is gonna
cause.
have a seat
Think
here.
about it. The jagged crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots. Back to the time when the king was a king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him. Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been false with you?
Galmar is so earnest
Fine.
and authentic.
I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering dungeon to see if you can't stir up Galmar's jagged crown.
Yes,
it will
Jarl.
be there. You'll see. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath?
Oath?
Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people.
I'm ready to take the oath.
That's the spirit.
Never been more
By
ready
swearing this
for
oath,
anything.
You become
My
one
life.
of us, a hero of the people, a true son of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim. As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond. Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me. Oh, and here, you're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part.
You know, I'm pretty sure all that Stormcloak stuff is light armor, so we're not actually gonna wear it.
I have found the
Although
final resting
if it were
place
heavy
of the
armor, I'd
jagged
consider
crown.
it for
Can you believe it?
the
Well, I'm almost
storytelling
certain we're headed to
purposes.
Corvinjune. But if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here.
All right.
Don't wait around for me.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service.
I like your
and
style,
steel
but
are
I have
well
no
and
interest in your
Magic.
arcane arts, old man. Glad you're on our side, though.
Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice.
It's night again. I guess maybe over... It's hard to tell where to go. I think maybe... over to our left, there's some more stuff we
Jared's
haven't
a fine
seen.
house, and it's up for sale. You should talk to the steward in the keep.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword through the chest.
Yeah.
Get out of our city, Greyskins. This is Nordland.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them.
Rolf Stonefist.
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen.
Yeah,
There's no
that's the
fairness to
other...
all that.
The Corner Club. Let's go check out the Dark Elf
I
Corner
travel
Club.
more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days? If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall's got warm fires and strong ale.
How splendid. Another Nord.
Oh. Well then.
None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems.
Ah.
Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind. So we came west. Windhelm is the first city on that road. And here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking.
Heard any rumors lately?
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Visit the shrine.
Until
of
next
Azura.
another drink, I'll be right here.
I think maybe we'll pass the night here.
Come slumming to the Grey Quarter, have you?
Slumming in the
Some
Grey
Lord
Quarter.
were murdered. Not sure why I should care.
You want something from me?
Things have been a lot worse around here since Ulfric took over.
Speak quickly.
Looking for a really cool thumbnail shot here, my
I
friends.
travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
Slumming in the Grey Quarter. Do we have our title? Let's wait till morning. Spend the time drinking at the club. Get a little bit of grudging conversation out of this anti-Nordic dark elf that we have here. And I'm interested in this
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax when I can, but I still
used
have to
goods
listen to my
store that the
brothers
guard
talking
told
about
us about here. Maybe I've gone the wrong way.
I'd be out there fighting
It's right
the
around
Imperials
here.
right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
Oh, that's the club. Okay, is it up here?
Of course, working for Bolfried isn't my first choice.
Yeah, here we go.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some.
I really don't care.
A bit of this and a bit of that.
Is there anything of interest to us? Not particularly. Well, I guess we'll sell the boy's heirloom. Much as we wish we could just let him keep it. Trying to mostly sell stuff that's not necessarily as easy to sell elsewhere. I figured a merchant like this might buy almost everything. Just unload a bit.
Do come again.
It just hasn't really worked out today, but as I said before, next time I'll, try to plan to do a lot of selling off camera. But this is just kind of a slow-paced, no min-maxing, no rushing about. It's just a vibe, right? The series as a whole, it's just a vibe, so no worries either way. And now it's time to go meet up with Galmar, and we're gonna try to retrieve the Jagged Crown, probably close off the video there. And thankfully, we've already traveled relatively close here at Felglow Keep. From here, it's but a hop, skip, and a jump north. Better get that helmet back on, what do you say? It might be cool to start the Dawnguard Questline as well without really doing much about it, because if I remember my first playthrough of that, my only playthrough of that, right, once you start it, or maybe even once you hear about it, which we have, once the first Dawnguard agent, if you will, makes contact with you, I think there's a lot of vampire spawnings that happen. Like, you'll just see vampires, like, attacking people in the city or on the road, or, come out of the woods to attack you. And it would be really cool to have the civil war between Stormcloaks and Imperials raging for a long time, and the vampire thing raging for a long time as we go about the world and do other quests. I think that's kind of where my head's at with this, this whole Halvar saga here.
You call yourself a warrior?
Oh, whoa. I was focusing on talking, and I really just started the quest on my own account. Really didn't even... I saw a bandit, right? But that was the dead body. I thought I was coming down here to clear out some bandits before we, deploy the Stormcloaks. Quite the opposite. Just kind of jumped down and... the Imperials had already cleared all the bandits, right? So I was probably supposed to convene with Galmar over there. But you know what? It worked out perfectly, because when I jumped down and they charged in the front, I took those three by surprise. All's well that ends well. Not very tactically disciplined, though. I'll be happy to follow Galmar's lead once inside.
That's the way I like it. Short and bloody. They never knew what hit them. But do not make the mistake of underestimating the Legion. Plenty of them are Nords, same as us. We had the advantage of surprise this time, but things won't be so easy from here on out. Enough talk. Let's go kill some Imperials.
You're speaking my language, Galmar.
Huh?
But I hope you don't expect me to ignore these chests and these lootable bandit bodies. Oh my goodness.
We attack on my signal.
I tried to hit control to crouch and I just shouted at my own.
Skyrim.
This is not a very good tactical display from Halvar on his first deployment, so we just need to be really good at fighting. Which shouldn't be a problem. Alright. Imperials probably don't have much besides a few stray gold coins to loot, so...
Engar, stay and guard the entrance. We don't want any Imperial reinforcements taking us by surprise. The rest of you lot are with me. Where'd you come from?
Galmar. put that fella down.
You'll need to do better than that. Of course, Empire. Legionnaires like you for breakfast.
Yeah, still not sure how I feel about the overall vibe of Lydia summoning these familiars, but you know, she seems to be having some fun exploring that side of,
I don't like the look of this. Perfect spot for an ambush. 10 to 1, they're just waiting for us on the other side.
But there isn't any other way through.
Ah, you sure about that? Then please, be my guest and go strolling on in there. We'll stay here and watch your back. Not so sure. Oh, then perhaps we should take a moment to look around a little, eh? You there, unblooded. See if you can find another way through. We'll charge in to help as soon as we hear fighting.
Another way through, huh? So, it's probably got to involve going up above. Can you get up here? Does it matter? Let's just go back up here first, I guess. Alright, so we came from that way, and then we came around here, and... No, we didn't come around here. New plan. You stay here, I'm gonna lockpick all the chests. I really can't tell if this is a new way, but I think it is. Oh yeah.
Call yourself a warrior?
Ouch. Yeah, I do.
Smite you.
Boost! Watch it!
Not impressed. Not your best.
Send Alfric my regard.
Nothing like level up in the middle of a fight. Not that that was the most dangerous fight of all time or anything, but still helpful, still cool. We've unlocked more perks in the two-handed tree. Standing power attacks or two-handed power attack while sprinting. I think we're gonna do the standing power attack, because if we have room...
Careful, boys.
To run and sprint, we might be more favored anyway, you know? No looting. Just focus on the mission. No looting of the kinda normie guards, though. That's what I mean. You see a chest or a boss, well, we're gonna loot. The urns are surprisingly valuable, too. Gold basically guaranteed, or maybe literally guaranteed. And then a lot of jewelry as well. Healing potions, yeah, they got a lot to like. But on we go. But on we go.
What in the nine volts is that?
Draugr. Ain't you ever seen one before?
No, and I'm not sure I'm better off for it now, neither.
Hey, a few dusty bone walkers aren't going to stop us any more than the Imperials could.
That's right,
We're
Galmar.
not leaving until we get what we came for. Now let's keep moving.
Whoa, is Ghostblade a two-handed weapon? I thought it was one-handed this whole time. Maybe we just took the shield from Lydia. Maybe you can use it with both? Can you use items with 1 versus 2 in this game? I don't remember. We'll have to look into that. There's no time now, though. But if Ghostblade is a two-handed sword, I mean, maybe we should be using it, right? You've seen the Draugr taking their toll upon the Imperial numbers this deep into the cavern. Even the dead rise up against the oppression of the Nords in Skyrim.
Give up while you still can. Victory is yours. I submit.
Ooh, we've got to divert for this. Don't mind me.
The Hall of Stories. We must be getting close now.
Oh, I've heard of this.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Show the history of the ancients who built this place.
Too bad we can't read these carvings. Who knows what secrets we'd uncover?
One thing at a time. We are here for the crown. Any of these carvings show a crown? Looks like this is as far as the
Oh,
Imperials
yo,
got.
look, Rayloff is here from the very beginning.
Keep a sharp eye out. There's no telling what we might run into in here.
Cheers, my friend. Good to see you again.
Figure out Unblooded. I'm going to check out these carvings over here. Let me know if you find... Looks like the door will open if we turn these rings the right way. Good job.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't know how long I've been on mute. Hopefully not that long. Anyway. We're back. Apologies for that. Maybe I'll go back and cut my own derping around anyway, if I can remember to clip this part up. Might be for the best that I was accidentally muted anyway.
Come on, boys. Let's spread out.
See how long I was actually muted for, and then take it from there.
Unblooded. Do what you do best. See if you can find some way to get that gate open.
Some way to get this gate open, huh? This corridor looks likely enough. Let us see. Dwarven dagger upon an altar. We'll take those garnets, though.
You see a lever anywhere?
We see a chest, which is cool. No lever as yet, Galmar. Or is it? There we go.
All right, boys, let's get moving. We've got more. Steady now.
Ooh.
Uglier than Imperial.
The Draugr awaken.
My pa always warned me about these things. I yield! I yield!
That's the end of that.
I keep thinking I
Let's
see
hope
something
that's the
moving in
last
the shadows.
Come on. Let's see what's down this way.
Corvaniond Crypt.
The crown must be around here somewhere. Spread out and keep your eyes open.
A dead lord slumped upon his throne. If I just strike him, will he awake?
Hey, I found the crown over here on this corpse.
Well off. Get away.
9.
On your knees.
That's all you got?
Draugr Scourge. This is a powerful, powerful lord, but we've got the drop on him. Well outnumbered. And that's that.
All right, get the crown off that Draugr. Get to Windhelm with the crown as quick as you can. Tell Ulrich he owes me a drink. We'll stick around here for a while and see if we can find anything else useful.
All right, friends. We did it. We secured the Jagged Crown. And there's a chest as well that we could have easily overlooked. Not an especially rewarding one, but we'll take it anyway. Yeah, definitely some good times here. This was fun. This was a fun mix of a little bit of kind of unstructured exploration, followed by initiating some interesting quests, having a couple of fun interactions in Windhelm, traveling into the north, really starting to kick off the Stormcloak aspect of the storyline. And now we are going to call it a day. All clear, friend.
Keep a sharp eye out.
So I'd like to say, once again, thank you very much for watching. I think we will leave it here. And like I've said a time or two now, maybe I'll do a little bit of selling off camera, so maybe when we start Chapter 5, I'll be in a different location than directly in front of the temple. You know, maybe we'll start off back in Windhelm after I've done some selling, some re-equipping, things like this. But anyway, this was a fun one, guys. Thank you very much, as always, for your viewership, for your support, and for joining me in Skyrim. We'll see you next time. Have a great night. Talk to you soon.